Can you actually make over $40,000 a year in passive income using DeFi crypto nodes? Well, based on my experience and research, it definitely seems possible. An up-and-coming DeFi project called Thor Financial claims it's just as easy as buying a Thor node and sitting back and reaping the benefits. So I'm actually going to show you how to do this. I spent this morning researching and actually setting up a Thor node. Then afterwards, I'm going to show you the actual return on investment for Thor, and I'll show you all the financials. Okay, so if you go to Thor.Financial, this is Thor's main website, and you can see here that there are 4 different tiers of nodes, each named after a different warrior. Now in this video, I'll be purchasing and setting up a Heimdall node. This is their lowest tier node that costs 1.25 Thor. Now Thor is based off of the Avalanche blockchain. So to actually purchase Thor, you need Avalanche first. So what I'm gonna do is go into Coinbase, purchase Avalanche, and then swap it to Thor. As you can see here, 1.25 Thor is around 3.14, 3.15 Avalanche. So if we convert that 3.14 Avalanche to US dollars, it's around $230. So that means I'm gonna take my $230, buy Avalanche on Coinbase, send that Avalanche from Coinbase to my Metamask wallet. From there, I'm gonna swap that Avalanche on Trader Joe for Thor. Then I'll have my 1.25 Thor to actually buy a Thor node. So let's actually show you how that works. You can see right here, I'm buying about 3.3 Avalanche, and that's going to cost me around $240, 245 US dollars. Now from there, I'm gonna copy my Metamask wallet and send all of the Avalanche I just bought to it. For those of you that haven't used the Avalanche network yet, the transaction fees are much lower than the Ethereum network fees. So after the transfer, you can see right now I have 3.276 Avalanche in my Metamask wallet. So from there, I go to Trader Joe where I can swap my Avalanche for Thor. At the time of me swapping 1.25 Thor was around 3.12 Avalanche. Once you actually click swap, you can see here that the contract interaction is pending, so it's just waiting for Trader Joe to actually execute the swap. Once that's complete, you can see a check mark on MetaMask, swap 3.12 Avalanche for 1.25 Thor. So I go back into my Metamask wallet and I can see that I have 1.25 Thor and just a little bit of Avalanche. Okay, so once I have my 1.25 Thor that I'm going to use to actually buy a Thor node, I go back to Thor's website or Thor's application and I can connect my Metamask wallet there and then buy the Thor node. When you connect your Metamask wallet to Thor for the first time, you have to go down below, click Approve Contract to actually show Metamask that this website should be trusted and that you can trade Thor back and forth. Once you go ahead and confirm that contract, you can go back to app.thor.financial and actually go click whichever node you want. In this case, I'm clicking a Heimdall node and I'm naming it like this video number 1. From there, I click Create Node down at the bottom. Once I click that button, Create Node, it takes about 10 seconds to a minute to actually create that node on the Thor network. And you can see here at 12:25, my node, like this video 1, was created and rewards are already starting to accrue. So you can see that was actually very easy to buy Thor and actually buy and set up a Thor node. So now we've got a Thor node, but how much money can this Thor node actually make you in passive income? Let's actually start with the node I just bought. So this is if you're coming in entry level just like me, you're buying the lowest tier node for 1.25 Thor. Now the real power behind Thor nodes is when you compound your rewards. One thing to note is that in the coming months, the rewards are actually going to be cut down from where they are now. So the calculations I'm about to do are based on these new reward values. And don't worry, just because those rewards are being cut, it doesn't mean you can't make great money. So let's start with the example that I just showed you. So today I bought a Heimdall node for 1.25 Thor. The reward per day for one of these nodes is 0.008 Thor. Meaning to break even and make 1.25 Thor, it'll take you 156.25 days. Now at that point, you have two choices. You can either cash out your rewards, or you can go and buy another node. If you end up buying another node, that means you now have two nodes running, making you twice the rewards. So in both of these examples, I'm going to show you what doing this 5 times will actually yield you. Meaning at the end of this, we're going to have 5 running nodes, and then I'm going to show you how much money those 5 nodes will yield you in passive income per year. Okay, so let's say I buy a second Heimdall node for another 1.25 Thor. That will speed up the rewards that we are earning from 0.008 Thor per day to 0.016 Thor per day. Now because of that, the time it'll take for us to gain the amount of Thor to buy a new node will be cut in half. So after just another 78.12 days, we'll be able to buy another node. And again, at that point, we'll have 3 nodes running, earning us 0.024 Thor a day. So we do this 2 more times, and eventually after 356 days, that is almost a year, we'll have 5 nodes running, making 0.04 Thor per day. So at that point, if you have 5 nodes running, you technically haven't made any money because you're reinvesting the money you've made into buying more nodes. But let's say at this point, we're not going to buy any more nodes, and we're going to leave those 5 Heimdall nodes running for a full year. As I said, 5 nodes running will yield you 0.04 Thor per day. Meaning per year for a full 365 days, you'll earn 14.6 Thor. Now let's assume that Thor price stays the same from now until then. Today at the time of me filming, 1 Thor is equal to 175 US dollars. That means for an entire year, your 14.6 Thor that you've accumulated is now worth $2,555. That means on your initial investment of around 230, 240 US dollars, you've earned so much money that is over an 1,000% return on your investment. Now remember, you can keep these nodes running for years and just keep claiming the rewards as they come in. Or you can take those rewards and buy an even bigger Thor node or reinvest into more smaller Thor nodes, whatever you'd like. Now that's a pretty darn good return for such a small investment. But what if we go up to the 3rd tier node, the THOR Node? So as you can see, for a THOR node, it costs 12.5 Thor to actually buy. Initially, you'll be making 0.144 Thor per day by running 1 node. And again, we'll do this 5 times. So let's say we've reinvested all of the rewards and we ended up with 5 Thor nodes running. The one cool thing about this is you can see here, it would only take you about 198 days to get these 5 Thor nodes if you compound and reinvest your earnings back into buying more nodes. At this point, those 5 Thor nodes will yield you 251 Thor per year. If the price of Thor stays the same as it is today at $175, that means you're earning just over $44,000 a year of passive crypto income. Now that's on just an investment of a little over $2,000 for the initial Thor node. And that means that passive income you're earning, that $44,000, is just over 2,000% return on investment per year from that initial investment of that 1 Thor node. So you could be earning that much in passive crypto income by using Thor Financial to run these nodes. But what's really the catch here? So I'll say there's no real catch other than the price of Thor will probably remain pretty volatile. All within the past few months, Thor price has seen anywhere from $15 a Thor to around $400 a Thor. Now this is expected because cryptos like this are very volatile, especially since they're not huge projects yet. But the good thing that Thor Financial has going for it is that its lead developer is actually known. A lot of these projects, the developers and creators try to become anonymous because at any point they could cash everything out and the project could go away. But here it's good that we actually know the creator, and it seems like the development team behind Thor is actually trying to make Thor better and bigger. They have a Discord where they chat about what they're doing. They actually tell you where they're putting their treasury money into what investment projects. projects, and they allow you, the community, to actually vote on what they invest in. So I'm going to keep my Thor node running, and we'll do some periodic updates just to see how Thor price changes and to see how the project evolves over time. Give this video a like if you learned something, and be sure to check out some of my other videos. Here's a video on Wonderland Time and if it's actually a scam or a good way to earn passive income.